Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Tanya, Lady T, and yes, I'm in the kitchen, so you know what time it is. Okay, well, I wasn't going to cook today because it's Super Bowl Sunday. However, I got begged into cooking, and I'm going to do just a pot roast. I don't think I've ever done a video on it, but my sweetheart, he loves my pot roast, so I said, okay, I'll go ahead on and hook a brother up. So let's do it. What you're gonna need, of course, to do a pot roast is a nice piece of meat, and the pork, or excuse me, the meat of choice I'm using is an actual pot roast beef. Now this is a pretty piece of meat. It was about $10, and I think, yeah, $10 and almost 11 bucks. Y'all can see the price on that. But I just want y'all to see the marbling on that meat. Just a beautiful cut of meat, and it is a boneless. Let me just read exactly what it is. It's USDA choice beef chuck underblade pot roast boneless skinless piece of meat. So I'm just going to start out with this piece of meat, and what I'm going to do now, I do rinse this off because this is the type of meat that you can rinse off, because you're not going to, you know, damage your product or lose your product. I don't want to bother the texture of the meat. So once I get this rinsed off, I'll show you what we'll do next. Okay, y'all, I have rinsed off that meat, and look at that beautiful piece of meat. And while it's sitting and resting, I've like I said, I'm going to season it very lightly, because McCormick comes out with these bag and seasonings and for pot roast, and that's what this is. It's exactly for a pot roast. It has all the seasonings in it that you needed, but of course y'all know I have to Lady T stylized it and put on just a little salt, pepper, and garlic powder on both sides, just a light dusting. And like I said, this comes with its own bag. So just what I'm going to do quickly is just open this up so we can put the meat down in the bag. As you can see right there in that first packet is the bag. Okay, we just break the seal. Comes with the seal, and it also comes with this little twist towel so you can tie it off. Here's the bag opened up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just place this bag into the dish that I'm going to bake it in. Okay, just spread it out. I'm going to spray it with a little olive oil, even though it's not going to stick. Just like to spray my bag just slightly with a little olive oil. Okay. And what we're going to do is go ahead on and we're just going to put the meat in the bag. Okay, what I like to do before I put my meat in the bag, of course, is take the little season packet that comes with it and just go ahead on and sprinkle it on your meat. And just sort of work it in there. Work it in your meat. It smells good already. Yes, it does. Okay. And then you just flip it over. This is a big piece of meat. Sprinkle that on your meat. Okay. Again, work it in your meat. Okay. And then we're just going to lift this meat and put it in the bag. I'm going to just cuff my hand under it. I mean, just go ahead on and do it, y'all. It might seem messy, but you go ahead on and get it in your bag. Okay? And let it lay flat. So when you get it in the bag, it should be laying flat like that. Okay, now once you get it in the bag, go ahead on and sprinkle the rest of your seasoning mix in there. Okay. Okay, what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead on and get our onions cut up in here. And yes, y'all know I have to have my sweet onions. I watch a Korean lady on YouTube, and I also watch another lady. Her name is Chris Cooks For You. Her staple item in all her dishes is mostly Lipton onion soup mix. Well, my staple product in almost all my dishes is, yes, you guessed it, the sweet onion. And so I'm just going to do a rough, chunky chop. Just, you know, it don't have to be perfect. And like what I just did, I just cut it in fours. Okay, just like this. I'm gonna bring it back together and just do you know, a simple rough chop. And I'm cutting them in the long length this way, where they're like this when they come out this way. That way, you know, when you get ready to pour the gravy over your rice, because that meat's going to make a really nice gravy. That way you can just, you know, it'll be right mixed in with that gravy right good. So I'm just going to put these in there. You just sprinkle them around, strategically place them in the bag. Let me make sure y'all can see that. Okay, and so we're just going to take these onions, just strategically place them in the bag. Cut that one. All in the bag. Okay, now your potatoes. Some people, you can leave the skin on. I'm going to peel the skin off. And we're just going to cut them up in cubes. Okay, now I've got my potatoes cut up, and all I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to cut it down the middle and just do a chop. So you have this size potatoes in there. Okay, you just, like I said, split it down the middle, cut it, and that's it. Again, cut down the middle, cut. If you don't want to do rice, then, you know, by all means, you can put more potatoes in your bag. So again, and what I'm going to do with these potatoes, because they do absorb and they need, and you know, they need a little taste. What I'm going to do with the potatoes is lightly salt them. Okay, and a little pepper. Okay, that's all we're doing to those. Mix them around. Okay, and we're going to put these in the bag as well. And again, you just strategically place these all around the bag. Okay, now that is pretty full so far. Y'all can see that. Okay, now we've got our onions in here. We've got our potatoes in here. Now, you can put celery in here at this point, and you can put carrots. Now, I've got some frozen carrots over there, and what I'm going to do is just sprinkle a little frozen carrots in here, just so it'll have that pot roast taste and feel. I don't want to overpower with a lot of carrots, so I'm just going to put in a little bit. Okay, here are my carrots. I'm just going to put this amount, and they're already, like I said, they're already sliced up. And again, I'm just going to put a little salt on these, a little pepper. And what I did, since they were frozen in the bag, what I did, I just rinsed them off with just regular lukewarm water to get the, you know, the little frosties off of them. And I think I'm gonna put a little garlic powder on these as well. Okay, and this is garlic powder by McCormick. Okay, mix that in there, and again we're gonna just put this in our bag. Again, we're just gonna sprinkle them around. And see, this is a big piece of meat, honey. You can eat off this bad boy for a couple of days. Make you a pot roast sandwich. What? Better get your hand ready to slap somebody, because this show gonna be good. Okay, now that's all I'm putting in here. And so what I'm gonna do now is just put half a cup of water in it. I'm gonna seal that bad boy up with this twist tie, and then I'm gonna punch about 2 or 3 holes in the top so it can vent. Okay. Okay, y'all, this bad boy is ready to go into the oven, and that is your pot roast. Okay, and when I come back, we'll plate up. And again, this is gonna go in the oven for about 3 to 3.5 hours. So let's get cooking, baby. All right, y'all, plate up time. Yum, yum, yum. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel, and enjoy your pot roast. Finger licking good. Y'all have a great night. Bye.